What's up, people? What's going on? How we doing? How are we doing? Just uploaded a dope video on the hardest, best body puncher in boxing history, who I believe is Julio Cesar Chavez. That, in my opinion, is who the hardest punching body puncher in history was. Oh, so did you guys get my alert? Let's check. Yes, you did. Okay, good. The alert is out up in this bitch. How we all doing today? How we doing? We doing good? We not doing good. Talk to a brother. About to watch this Kambosos fight. Be cold chilling. Got it on the other screen. What's up, everybody? Talk to me. No smoke. What up? Eon, what up? I'm gonna put the link out so people could join. I'm gonna do that in a second. What the hell's going on here? Trying to post something. But okay, here it comes. Trying to post this video. It was giving me some issues. Loma by stoppage. Word, Eon. You think? I hope so. I like Loma. For those of you who don't know, you guys know I'm Bulgarian, right? Half Bulgarian, but my other half, Bulgarian. I mean, Ukrainian. My other half is Ukrainian. So I got to root for my kinfolk. Now, those of you who know me know that I grew up in the Bulgarian culture. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really consider myself Ukrainian. Oh, I'm trying to post this. Julio Cesar. I don't really consider myself Ukrainian, even though my father's family is from Ukraine. But my father's family is from. He's like first generation, or he's second generation Ukrainian, so I'd be third. So he was American. I grew up going to Bulgaria every summer. I speak the language, all that. I don't speak Ukrainian. I don't know shit about Ukraine, so I don't really consider myself Ukrainian. I consider myself Bulgarian American, but still, my DNA 23andMe says it was like 48% Ukrainian. So that's what it is. You feel me? All right, let me put this. I gotta upload all this stuff. Hold on. When you upload one, you gotta upload all of it to all these channels. So what we got going on? 10th round. All right. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna have to put in my headpiece so I could hear the other fight as this one goes. But in the meantime, how we doing? Jay Sanders, what up? Kambosos by KO. Damn. So you're drinking. I mean, Saturday night, you should be drinking. It's okay for you to be drinking right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree. That's like a bud growing up in Texas, but I was born in Florida. He really from Texas. Like Errol Spence, exactly. Trying to say he's from New York, but the dude has the thickest Texas accent I've ever seen. And where'd you go to high school? Dallas. Where'd you go to elementary school? Dallas. That motherfucker from Dallas. What up, south of the ring? What's crack lacking, my man? How you doing? How you doing? You doing good? What percent African? Ah, I'm I mean, I grew up growing up. My whole neighborhood was black, pretty much, and some Boricua. So, by association, some might have seeped into me. But damn, that sounded foul. Do I say pause? Am I too old for that? Pause. Nothing seeped into me. If anything, I would, you know what I'm saying? Not to men, but to forget it. Damn, that didn't work out. What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? What is cracking? How we doing? All right, so that is uploaded. Go to Instagram right now and peep my latest video about and it was done today. You'll see the same shirt is in that video about Julio Cesar Chavez being the greatest body puncher in history. Word, Vaughn. What up, Vaughn? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right, let me get this. I might get this link out. See who wants to join today. You dudes tend to be a little shy in terms of calling in, which is fine. It's fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But we're gonna get the link out in a second. So anybody wants to join the live commentary. Well, I'm gonna be doing the commentary. You guys are down to join. Just please don't talk over the commentary. You know what I'm saying? Jay Sanders, you black? Is that why you asked that? I assume you must be. Wait, who said am I black? I think that was him, right? Or no, that wasn't him. I don't know who the fuck said that. Yeah, that was Jay Sanders. Right. Charles, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up from the South? Aight. What? Where exactly in the South? What state, city we talk about here? You got Loma? Word? I'm assuming, let's look this up. Betting odds, I'm assuming Loma's going to be up. Loma versus Kambosos. Betting odds. What do we got? Loma has 80%. What probability? Oh, no. Shit. I don't know. What are the odds? Does anybody know? Purnell was robbed versus Chavez. Purnell was definitely robbed versus Chavez. Bad. De La Hoya, I still think Purnell won, but at least it was close. Chavez wasn't close at all. And I even said that in the video I just dropped. I said, although Chavez went to 89-0, it should have been halted at 87-0 because his 88th fight was Purnell, which he should have lost. Excuse me. His 87th fight, 88th fight, he should have lost. That was Purnell. That was Meldrick Taylor. That should have been a loss. And then his 80 was that? Did he fight Whitaker right after Taylor? No. Oh no, he went to 90-0. He went to 90-0, but his shit should have been stopped at 89. 87 is what he was when he came in against Taylor. That should have been it. Should have been 87-1. That's still though 87-0 it would have still been the dopest record, the dopest undefeated streak ever. Nobody right. So he still has the record for having the most amount of Chavez, that is undefeated fights in a row, which is technically it was 89 or was it 90? Damn it. I'll tell you right now. It was 89-0. That was his peak. And he was the only fighter to win 87 in a row because in his 88th, that was when he got the draw with Whitaker, which was bullshit. And the Meldrick Taylor fight, which I think was his 83rd or 4th or some shit like that, that should have obviously been a loss. You 23 and me. Yup. Says Bulgarian and Ukrainian. Dirty mother effing Jersey in the house. I love Jersey. What part of Jersey? Myrtle Beach. I went there once. That shit was ghetto. But maybe it's changed. What's up, Seth? I'm going to put out this link in a second. See if anyone wants to join. If Loma lost, would it be the biggest off in boxing history? Nah. If Loma loses tonight, what do you mean by biggest off? Like upset? Nah, not even close. Loma's 36. Had 400 amateur fights. That dude has so much mileage on him. It's silly. I don't feel Purnell was robbed against Oscar. You know what? It was close. But Meldrick and Purnell was not close. What's up, Kalia? Keep it moving. What's up? No smoke. What about Ray Robinson's record, though? Ray Robinson went see, here's the thing. He lost in his 40s. Not 40s age, 40s wins. It was like 42-0 when he lost for the first time. Then he went up and he was, oh, you know what? You might be right. Didn't he win? He went 129-1. So let's do the math. You might be right. He didn't win 89 in a row. Nope, he didn't. Let's see. 129. Let me do the math. 129 minus, let's say he was 44-0. That's 85 wins. Nope, he didn't beat it. His was only he won like 79-81 or 2 in a row. Chavez went 89-0 without losing and 87 all winning. So he had 87 wins and then 89 without actually losing because the draw doesn't count as a loss. So Chavez beat that by a few wins over Ray Robinson. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? How you see Lomachenko and George play out? I think Loma is going to dance on him. Just angles, same stuff, and Kambosos is going to try and throw and get frustrated. I just hope Kambosos doesn't resort to just running, like not engaging, because he realizes he's getting touched up. I'm up in this thing. Big play. You know it. New work. Oh, shucky ducking now. Give Mont Sun Cheel a shout out, my man. What the, was that even English? Give Mount Sun Cheel a shout out, man, my man. Do me a favor. Write that so I understand what you're saying, and I'll shout out if that's what you want me to do. I don't know what you're talking about though, unfortunately. There he is. There he is. The black Ray Donovan, not the white Ray Donovan. You know, it'd be dope if you took that icon, right, and made it like AI'd it, made it a black dude, like, or just made his face, I don't know, made him black somehow. That'd be kind of dope. Same face, just made his skin darker, maybe gave him like more coarse hair. Then he'd be the black Ray Donovan, and that'd be you. That'd be dope. Just saying. And I'm sure there's AI that could do it. Type in make Ray Donovan look black. Bet you can get a picture. I fucked it, Mark. Damn, you've been hanging out with Canelo. You fucked. You fucked it? He come close to me, I fuck him. Damn, Charles is wilding out. Do you see the two Loma Stevenson fight? That can happen. Do I see the what? I don't know what that means either. So there goes Seth with that. What's up, boxing? Is that a, what is that icon? Is that a Cookie Monster? That's, are you screaming at me? Boxing sucks. What kind of name is that? I mean, it can suck when there's fucked up shit going on, but I don't think it sucks. All right. I guess we got some time before the Loma fight starts. Loma, good idea. Loma, good idea. Yeah, right? That's a good idea, right? It'd be fresh. I'll score with you guys, but I'll put you. Last time I scored with you guys, I had Jaime Munguia winning against Canelo, and everybody shitted on me for it. I even questioned myself. I don't know if that's what really happened, because when everybody I know disagrees, including my poll, you got to question yourself. You can't be that stubborn. So, what up, Ryan? Shakur should only re-sign with Top Rank if he's guaranteed a Loma and never had a fight. Okay. Which can watch Kambosos stop Loma tonight? Yeah, I mean, you never know. LMAO. Which part you laughing at? Big shout to my man Keep It Moving for hitting me with that 2-piece. Extra crispy 2-piece. From one, I don't know what that for. Want Loma to do Kambosos like he did Guillermo. Okay, so you want Loma to win. Gotcha. There he is, Jeff, in the place to be. Went to John Jay University, and after that, he acquired the knowledge. And right after high school, he went straight to college. I know I just desecrated that Jersey Run DMC Queens lyric from a Queens man here, but you know, I tried. Ray Donovan would be a cool movie. Word up. I don't know, Marco had the same thing. Yeah, I know. Well, maybe because you're listening to me and we got each other's heads. I don't know, because most people don't agree with that. Do you want to see Loma and Shakur? I don't know. I'm not. Loma kind of bores me, weirdly enough, a little bit, but Shakur really bores me. So, my son Cheel, we listened to your channel. All good, man. Had a few too many. Oh, your son Cheel? All right, then I'll do it. Big shout to my man Charles's son, the big dog Cheel. Two of my superb boxing minds and boxing purists. Big up, big shout. Dirty Jersey in the house. Let me rephrase. Myrtle Beach by way of Dirty Jersey. Big shout to my man Charles and his son Cheel. Boom. Whoop. There it went. 5 car gonna go crazy. Yep, sure is. Haney needs to fight Kambosos again to get his confidence back. I guess. Who the hell wants to see that? Who cares about who said what, Marco? This is your channel, and you have the right to have a damn opinion. Score the fight. Damn. Thanks, Smoke. The truth is, I think I was being a little biased. That's the truth. When I think back, you're right. Not only anybody convinced me, but you do have to look at facts, right? You do have to look at, and when you're the only person out of a bunch of people, we've all been wrong before. This is in life. We've all been wrong. We've all been stubborn. We've all been arrogant. And when a bunch of people you respect, to me, it's about if it's people I respect. especially when, let's say we're talking about boxing, if I respect their boxing minds and they're all saying one thing, and I knew in my heart I was a little biased because I kind of wanted Canelo to lose, that's what made me reconsider. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. But appreciate the pep talk. What up, D Rich? That's the thing, Mark. I wasn't even watching it with you. I was coming. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't watched it again though. And here's the thing. I am saying I might be wrong. You heard me say might, not definite, because I haven't rewatched it. Once I rewatch it, then the jury will be in. Can Loma knock George out? Can you see that happen? Yeah. I can see Loma dance all over him. There's Georgie right there getting his face massaged. Got Tim Bradley and that bearded dude who's has my future job. It's gonna be my job one day. You guys gonna support when I'm on like ESPN or whatever? I hope so. Loma has a better chance of beating Tank or Shakur. Good question. Tank. Only Tank hits way harder, but Tank will be there way more than Shakur will. And Tank is shorter, so Loma can reach him better. You are the man, brother. Big thanks. Charles, are you Hispanic? And the reason are you black? The reason I'm asking is I get very intrigued by these people who use specific profile pictures or icons. You have some. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming he's some kind of a former communist strong fist leader of some Hispanic country, right? That's not Gaddafi or Castro. No, obviously I don't know who that is. But what are you, and who's that in your profile picture? More importantly, how can George beat Lomachenko? I don't think he can unless Loma's like lost a step from age and mileage. Like he'd have to be able to just move with Loma, angle with him, which he won't be able to do his footwork with Loma. He'll have to be able to hit hard enough to have Loma respect him, which I don't think he can do. He'll have to be faster than Loma, which I don't think he is. So he has to hit harder, be faster, and have better footwork than we've seen from him. That's basically a different fighter. So he has to get a magic wand and boop, turn it into like Tio or Tank or dare we say Ryan. Would you mind working with Tim Bradley? Hell yeah, I'll work with Tim Bradley. I don't agree with a lot of shit he says, but that would make good TV. I'll tell him, hey, man, we're both fighters. Well, why are you disrespecting a fighter? You know how hard it is to do this. You know better than anybody. Don't do that. That's what would happen. Bradley versus Haney at 140. I don't know enough about Haney yet to make that, but it was good. GOAT. Bah. Yeah, the picture is Napoleon. That's not Napoleon. The fuck out of here. I know what Napoleon looks like. Napoleon, you kidding? They didn't have pictures of Napoleon. Oh, they did actually. Just a couple actual pictures, but back then it's pixelated as fuck. You couldn't get anything that clear of Napoleon. Yeah, Kambosos is cooked. They're showing highlights. His big win almost 4 years ago. I don't know if he's cooked, but asking should Stevenson add something to his style or should he change it up? Or is he too stubborn to add something new? No, his style is good. As long as he doesn't hurt himself, hurt his hand or whatever, and then he just doesn't engage. All good. Get that like up. Yes, listen to him. Listen, let me get the link out to you, mother lovers. Boom. I'll get the link so whoever wants to join can join. All right. Call in now. Call in. Boom. Boom. All right. There it is. Whoop. There it is. South of the ring. What up? What up? Says BF Cam. Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, wait. I just click on it. Forgot about that. Pin. All right. Boom. It's pinned. Let me like it myself. All right. Here we go. So the link is there. If anybody wants to join, call in. Please be my guest. Call in. We'll be doing live commentary. I'll be doing live commentary. If you call in, you can just don't talk over me, please. But you can more than welcome, guys, to just chill. If Loma wins, would he fight Tank or Shakur? Maybe. Why not? If Loma wins and he beats Tank or Shakur, Seth, every time I see you, and every time it says device is not connected, have you done anything different to change that? Because I feel like every time it's the same thing. You have to try. You have to do something. Are you on a phone? Upgrade your shit. You're on a computer? Upgrade your shit. No, I don't mean buy a new one. I mean update the app, update the browser, do something. So I want you to call in too, my man. But, you know, if Cam, the cook dude, 29, he's hungry, delusional, but about this fight is competitive. Yeah, it might be. Employ money. What up? That, my friend, is a dope name and a dope icon, profile picture, whatever you want to call it. How much money do you think you have made from fighting? Not much. I didn't fight at that level, so not much. I'll make more money doing what I'm doing now, and that's even not much. Not yet. That's going to change, though. I'm climbing. What up, Skips? What's good? What's good? What's good? No, it has not. Now there's a girl fight, so we got some time. I see two ladies in here. I don't know who. Oh, is this that pretty one? This is, I think, a good-looking one that has tattoos and always like kind of does the Ebony Bridges thing. Comes out like in bikinis and all that. Forget her name though. Does anybody know her name? Tell me. My man King Amin would know. Matter of fact, let me tell them if they want to join. I like those guys. Let me hit them. Amin. Wanna join my fight commentary? Alright. Alright, maybe I'll get oh shit, maybe I'll get Claymore. I mean Claymore maybe? Okay, hold on, sorry guys, I'm just alright. Oh, my bad. Let's get down here. Bro. Mad Simp, secondly, bro. Unsteady lied, Forbes did. What the fuck? I don't know what you just said. It's almost 12, bro. Yeah, it is, right? Annoying. It is annoying. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. It is almost. So we're not going to be watching this fight till like 1. Yeah, that's the girl. What's her name? I wonder if she could fight. I'm curious. Let's see if she could fight. All right, I'm watching her fight now. All right, so she has a nice high guard. See, if you guys are watching this, you see how high the girl with the tattoos, the taller one. That's the one who's like a model. See how high her guard is? It says Neeks on her body shot all day. I would touch her to the jab her to the face to have her even close up even more and open this up and then come around to the body. When somebody has that high of a guard, body shots all day, around the side and straight down the middle, all day body shots. That's why you got to rest your shoulder, your elbows, guys, on your rib cage. You rest it on your, keep this tight, rest it on your rib cage. Don't keep it up like this and all this is open. Okay, so we're watching her fight. She isn't showing me much. Her opponent's pretty feisty. They're both conventional. It appears as, ooh, the opponent's actually faster and hits harder. Oh, wait. So she's slow. She looks like she's on steroids too, by the way. I don't know if she is, allegedly. She just looks really ripped, but that could be natural. The opponent, it looks very natural. Her opponent looks very fast and has good snap on her punch. She looks to be mediocre, I'd say. She's jabbing, jabbing. Yeah, not a lot of speed, not a lot of power, but also not. She doesn't lack in speed or power. She just doesn't have speed or power that stands out. She's, like I said, kind of mediocre. All right, now she tightened up her guard a little bit, but still, her rib cage is way open. Body shot and rib cage. Liver shot is there, but her opponent is not going for the body. What just happened? Was it a commercial? Just jumped to a commercial. That's weird. All right, let me go back to you guys. Mr. Big Play, Marco, you sound like my uncle when you talking to Seth. That's how he talks to me. What did I say to Seth? I don't remember. Bro, ain't no way. They gotta make this. I know. I'm with you, man. Let's start when the jab. Need to head by it personally. Peace. What up, Joe? We have to wait for her B sample. What's up, Bach? Oh, you just changed your profile. Oh, I remember you now. You had the Roy picture. Right. Haven't really seen KO. I know. That's why I'm not a huge fan of the women's fights, to be honest. We don't see that many KOs. But, it is what it is. I don't know. I sparred with girls a couple times when I was coming up. it was like almost zero women boxing in gyms. So almost so few. And I got in there, worked with a couple girls only, like literally 2 or 3 maybe my whole life. And of course, like we went easy. All right, so now they're back at it. I feel like her opponent is gonna. I think she's the A side probably because she's like has a social media presence, but I think her opponent's gonna beat her. Their opponent looks like she's just a better fighter. She's just shorter. But this girl, she's trying, but she's just not. She's not even jabbing with that huge size advantage. Yeah, her opponent's getting off. See that? Her opponent's getting off on her. It's simple as she waits for her to throw, then her opponent just counters. Simple as that. And if her opponent threw shots down the middle, she has a very high earmuff guard, leaving all of this open when you're like this. You're leaving all this open, and then when you're this high up, see how my elbows, let me see if you guys can see me. See how I'm like this? My elbows are here. What's open? All this is open because my elbows are up here. You have to keep it low and tight like this. So the elbows are here. That's what you got to do. That's what works. Let me go back to this. All right, she is teeing off. Yeah, now they're showing who's that? Loma doesn't even have his gloves on yet. That's not a good sign. All right, so now her opponent Hughes, which is which? She's Australia, right? Okay. And then Hughes is what's GBR stand for? I don't even know. So the social media girl is from Australia, but what's GBR? Because let me look. What does GBR stand for? What country? Ryan said today he wants a rematch with Devin. He said that now? Yeah, okay. You can keep him high, but you got to bend back and some crunch. Canelo does it. Yeah. Nah, you can't keep him that high. Canelo doesn't keep his elbows off his rib cage. Canelo, a good defender, a good defense. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. A good defender. Let me go further back. Okay, a good defender keeps it like this. Chin down, tucked like this. See how this is touching my rib cage? Let me get this out of the way so you guys can see. All right, so this is a good defender right here. You keep it like this, right? This is here. You don't do this. Now look at all this. So not only is the body, but the liver right there. You keep it. This has to touch this. Keep it tight and keep the chin down and head up like that. Boom. You can go, and when you go high, you don't go high like this. You go high with your head too. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. You ain't watching it? All right. Well, that's your prerogative, like Bobby Brown said. Don't watch it. I don't give a shit. Great Britain. Oh, that's Great Britain? Word? But doesn't usually say it doesn't say Great Britain. Does it usually say England, like ENG or whatever? I've never seen it abbreviated for Great Britain. I thought it would specify what country in Great Britain, because Great Britain, oh no, Great Britain is England, huh? I'm thinking the UK is a bunch of countries. Great Britain. Wow, I thought it was abbreviated. You know what? Now you make me feel stupid. Abbreviation for England. Yeah, ENG. That's what it says. That's what it usually says. And Great Britain. Okay, so there we go. The United Kingdom. No. Politically, Great Britain refers to. There we go. Okay, so here we go. So I am right. Great Britain is England, Scotland, and Wales, but not Northern Ireland. So why aren't they specifying what country? That's United Kingdom is GBR? Still. GBR is the United Kingdom? Well, you know what? You're right. That is now I'm looking closer. That is the British flag under GBR. That must stand for Great Britain. But Great Britain, like I just told you, is a bunch of different countries. It's usually the England. It would be for England. I'm very confused. Let me see. Maybe I'll look it up. GBR. What does GBR abbreviate? GBR. General Binding Rule. Okay. Nope, not that. What country United Kingdom, Great Britain, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay, so it's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So it's the UK. So which one is it? There we go. So it is confusing. That's not a country, that's a territory. Which one? What country, though? Why don't they just say England if it's England? And by the way, that fighter she's fighting does not look English to me. She looks like she's from a South American country. But whatever. I know there's a lot of, not everybody's just white who's from England. I get that. It's very confusing. You know what I'm saying? UK is different countries. Great Britain is not. Great Britain is not. But that. Oh, it's G. Wait, what? No, Great Britain. Let's see. What countries are in Great Britain? Great Britain, I thought was just England. Yeah, England. Yeah, you guys hear my wife? Yup, England, Wales, and Scotland. There, exactly. I know I'm not bugging. Nobody ever abbreviates England as GBR ever. And when you're watching fighters, they always specify the country. Why the hell are they giving us a territory? Yeah, exactly, South. So now they're making us just play Where's Waldo and guess what out of 3 countries it is. Mir Khan looked different. He from UK. What do you mean? Yeah, I know, man. I know. I know. I corrected myself. That's our American bias. We all think all Brits are like white, like hello. And I know that. Lennox Lewis is he's from a bunch of places, but I get it. That's not the point of what they look like. The point is, why the hell does it say Great Britain and not tell us the country? Doesn't make sense. Mir Khan's not from Turkey. He's from Pakistan. Damn, you mad racist. He's Pakistani, my brother. So Hughes is from Great Britain. Oh wait, maybe Hughes is the one with the tattoos, and Johnson's the other one. I don't know who's who, because her trunks don't say her name. It says Sweets. So I don't really know. Or Sweets or Steets or what the hell does it say? What's the other one say? Nina. Okay, Nina Hughes, Nina Johnson. I don't know which one's which. But here we go. Let's see. Okay, so we got them swinging. All right, let's go back to you guys. Damn, everybody bounced. Where'd you guys go? Where'd everybody go? You guys waiting for the actual fight? For the main one? What's going on? Hughes is in black. Okay, thank you. So let's see what we got here. Hughes is in black. Okay, so Hughes is who I thought it was. And Johnson. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I knew the Australian girl was one with the tattoos. Interesting. Isn't Ebony Bridges also Australian? And they have a similar thing going on, like implants and good looking and, like muscular and a huge social media following, right? They both come in also wearing bikinis and all that. This one's more jacked than Ebony Bridges. Ebony Bridges has more of a female body. This girl has a female body, but it's just it's a lot of muscle. So there could be some, whatever. What's up? Why you call me young, Mark? I'm okay with that. I'm not offended, but why? How old are you? How old are you, Mark? And then we'll get on to this young stuff. I did say implants. I'm pretty sure Ebony Bridges has big boob implants. I'm pretty sure this girl has implants too. The Australian. I'm almost positive. Which, that's fine. I'm not complaining. You feel me? You feel me? Just saying. So you're 22 and you call me young. Like a term of endearment or what? What's the deal with that? I'm okay with it. Just asking. Bruh what? What's up? What's up, South? Boxing champion. Did you guys peep my no, you probably didn't. The Lennox Lewis thing? Oh, Ryan, what'd you say? I missed that. Who wins next weekend, Marco? Who will be crowned the next? Oh yeah, we're watching. Oh man, I'm excited for that fight. Well, the winner will be Tyson Fury by a sustained body attack. I think he'll stop Usyk. I think Tyson Fury is going to go to Usyk's body, pound it down, work that midsection, lean on him, use his veteran kind of shifty-ish tactics, and stop the middleweight rabbit. And I'm going for Fury. I gotta be honest. Even though, like I told you guys, I am half Ukrainian, but you know what I'm saying. It's okay for fighters to eat candy. Yeah, why not? Kevin Rooney. You guys know Kevin Rooney, right? You guys all know that was my trainer. Before every amateur fight, just amateur fights, he would get me a chocolate bar and make me eat it. That was Kevin Rooney's go-to. Why would he do it? Obvious, but energy. It gives you sugar, gives you the energy. Right before, just a candy bar. And it's not too much to make you full, or like a little, it was like a Hershey bar, something little. Not enough to fill you up and make you nauseous like a meal, but enough to give you the energy. Tyson Fury by low blow. Nah, Tyson Fury by legal blow. Your ancestor part Ukrainian, bro. My ancestor, I'm part all Ukrainian. What you talking about? My father was all Ukrainian. All Ukrainian. She's losing. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Word to mother. Didn't I tell you guys this other one's gonna beat her? I could tell off the. Did I not? Give me. I don't mean to be arrogant, but give me my props. Didn't I not say that literally off the first round? I said Johnson's not gonna beat this girl. This British girl. Is Johnson undefeated? Eon? She must be. They're probably setting her up because she's good looking and all that, trying to, and Ebony just lost too, I think. She got fucked up too, but she took it like a champ. Loma has his son with him. It's good luck charm. We'll see. You from up north. Me? What you think? Where you think I'm from? You hear the accent? Yep. Word up. From Hell's Kitchen, baby, baby. NYC. Hell's Kitchen, which is a neighborhood in Manhattan. Midtown. Neighborhood of West Side, Midtown. How do you do it? West Side? Well, NY, New Jersey. No, I'm not from Jersey. Fuck out of here. You think I have an accent? That's funny. Only people not like I have a little bit, I guess, but not. We've done this before. Who in the room thinks I have an accent, a New York accent? Tell me, who in the room thinks I have an accent? I bet you it's going to be 50-50. Everybody say accent or say no accent in the chat. I'm curious. Who thinks I'm talking with an accent? Bro, you want Corfy? Thought you were a Queens guy. The fuck out of here. Technically, Mark. My father was from Queens. And I grew up in Hell's Kitchen, but I spent a lot of time in Queens. So Queens is like my second home because my father was from there. But I'm not a Queens dude. But second home. So I rep Queens a little, but I got to rep Hell's Kitchen. A little accent. There we go. A little bit. That's, I think, the most, when you pronounce certain words, I can hear it. Yeah. My kids make fun of me for some of the words I say. Because I mean, even though they're born and raised in Brooklyn, both my kids, and they don't have any New York words, and they make fun of me for some of the words I use. When you pronounce certain words, I can hear it. You've been called a Yankee by like a Brit, maybe. Hold on, guys, let me get a drink. 1 second. All right, my bad, peoples. I'm back. What's that thing behind me? It is my daughter's. I don't know what this is. Something of my daughter's. My daughter's something. I don't know. I kind of like it though. I don't move it because it's hers. Guys, also, those you haven't seen, the link is there. What's up, Dwayne? What's cracking? The link is there. If anyone wants to join, call in, be my guest. What's up, Anthony? Anthony Bolton, my man, was cracking. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Did your parents watch your fights? My mom didn't want anything to do with that. My dad wasn't in my life until I got older, but I didn't really start fighting. Like he came back in my life when I was like 15. So, and I didn't start fighting until 13. So my dad pretty much watched all my boxing, and I boxed because of him. He's the one who got me into it. My pops boxed in the army a little bit. Were you from Snader? Fuck does that mean? What were you talking about today? What you mean? Oh, what are we talking about today? The fight. Dwayne, you're not watching? Loma versus Kambosos coming up. Coming up right after these two girls whoop each other's asses. This fight's heating up. Yeah, word up. Nah, Sander. What? Where are you from? Oh, you're talking to some dude in here. Okay. Not you, the other one. I feel you. All right, let's go back to this fight. I'm a commentator for a second. All right, there we go. The high guard, which I showed you guys, is not going to benefit her. See? Look at that. She's just getting clipped, and then she'll get hit with 3 or 4 punches and only respond with 1 or 2 tops. See, this other girl knows. So one thing I realized about this girl Johnson, she rarely throws punches first. She comes in like she's going to throw punches, but is there to get hit. Or if she throws punches, she throws them way after or when she's too close. There's a timing in boxing where you throw the punch. If you're coming to somebody, you got to throw it right as you're coming in, not get too close, give them time to hit you first, and then you try and throw. And she's doing that. She's charging in like she got authority in her shots, and she's hardcore, but then she doesn't throw any shots. Or if she does throw them, it's too late. She's already getting clipped. You guys see that? If you don't, hopefully now you do. Yeah, this girl's whooping her ass. I just turned it. Ooh, she's going down to the body. Great Britain. Great Britain. I mean, that's the British flag, though, right? So she's English. Maybe they're saying Great Britain for British. Because when people say British, they mean England. Right? They don't mean fucking Scotland. I'm from fucking Scotland. All right, what do we got? What do we got? How you drink coffee? Coffee, not coffee. That's today, man. Turn it on. ESPN Plus, Dwayne. Let me get down here. Northerners or Yankees. We need 3-minute rounds of women's. Yeah, we sure do. What up, LeVar? What's cracking? Damn, everybody. We had 20 people in here. Now it's down to 13. What's going on? What is going on? South is from the South. For show. I don't know where. How many likes are we at? Last I looked, it was like 10. Let's see where we're at now. 23. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. You guys ready for this fight? This Kambosos. I'm going to put in my headphone just so I can listen to the fight, because if I turn the fight on and I listen to it while I'm talking to you guys, I'll get flagged. We can't have that because I'm trying to make that cake. Lomachenko beats a prime princess. You know what? You guys know Print. Mark, did you know Print? Matter of fact, Mark, you know what? I'm going to wrench you up. And I'm not pausing anymore. I know that sounds foul, but it's actually a good thing. You've been in here a while. I'm going to wrench you up, Mark. You're a good dude. Let me see. Is there anybody else who's been in here that I haven't wrenched up? Anybody who's been in here for quite a while? I don't think so. You guys know Prince Nassim is probably my second favorite fighter. But Loma, when you consider what Marco, what was his name? Barrera. What was his middle name? God, I'm blanking. Marco Antonio Barrera? Is that it? Would you consider what Barrera did to Prince? You think Loma could probably do the same thing with the footwork, and yeah, he could probably make a lot of mistakes. So you might be right. You might be right. All right, we got 2 more rounds of this shit. It's not a bad fight, actually. Just that's the one thing about women's boxing. Most of the time, I feel like nobody's going to go down or even get hurt, which I don't like. You know? And that kind of bothers me. I want to see some KOs, baby. I wonder if she got hit in that implant, would it hurt? Probably would. Right? I don't know. All right. All right. So it's a commercial now. Then we got nobody calling in. That's cool. Well, let me see if these dudes responded to me. Cam, highly underrated. Who's Cam? Okay, Claymore can't do it. Jump on my YouTube channel. Link is there. Okay. I invited him, but he did not. My girlfriend loved Prince Nassim, but I was Kevin Kelly. I know Kevin Kelly personally, Anthony, and I was at that fight. I was at that fight in the garden. Ring, like, on the floor. Dopest energy fight I probably have ever been to was that one. The energy there was insane. Insane. Nassim versus Kevin Kelly is a fight that inspired Malignaggi to become a pro. It inspired a lot of people to do a lot of shit. George basically said Kambosos is champion in the gym, but folds under the bright lights. Well, that's harsh. Prince Nassim and Emmanuel Augustus was the best showman of all time. No, Jorge Paez was better than Emmanuel Augustus. Emmanuel Augustus wasn't. He was good in the ring. He didn't do shit out the ring. He didn't have good ring walks, and he didn't always. He did nothing but like. I think Prince was a better showman. I think Jorge Paez was a better showman. I think Hector Camacho. But Augustus lost a lot, so those other guys won. So it kind of negates it. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think will win today? Loma. We here. You were already here. Where'd you go? What happened? You were here. Now you're not here. Confused. Still here. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. All right. So, let's. Now she's teeing off a little bit, Johnson. Yeah, the other girl's face looks a little minced up. But Johnson's losing, right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Johnson is losing. Okay. Yeah, Johnson's putting some pressure on her now. Maybe she's tired. Or maybe she thinks she has a fight won. There's only 2 rounds to go. Well, 1 round to go after this. After 30 seconds, we got 1 round. We got 2.5 minutes to go. 2.5 minutes right now. Exactly, on the button. Yeah, this girl, the other girl looks tired. She looks a little apprehensive. Maybe she got hurt. I'm talking to you guys. I wasn't watching. Ooh, Johnson's winning this round big. Big. The other girl has no thump on her shots left. At all. Like, none. Feel me? Now she's doing the shit with her hands. What is all this? Ooh, yeah, she's trying though. She's trying to hit her with a 1-2. That shit goes right to commercial without any forewarning. That's Cap, not Cap, because he beat Tio. What's up, Healer the teacher? What's going on? Thanks for joining. We're about to commentary on this Loma fight. I hope we see the Loma that we remember, the Loma that captivated everybody. I hope we don't see an older version, but you never know. But salute to you too, my man. Who's going to get knocked out? I don't think we're going to get any knockouts, unfortunately. I would love to see that though. You guys got a lot of frats in NYC. Okay, what's an OFRAT? Don't know what that means. All right, here we go. Last round. Yeah, she's going all over it now. Johnson's really putting the foot on the gas. But is this enough to win the fight? Just putting the foot on the gas for 2 rounds. I'll tell you, it's a very bad way, a bad look for the fight to end. But that, contrary to popular belief, doesn't affect scoring. Because if you remember, everybody puts their scores in each round. So even if you end up good at the end, that might affect an observer who's not a judge's view, but a judge. Everything's put down as it goes in real time. So finishing strong can't win you a fight. It can win you a round, but it can't win you a fight. This girl looks like she's on her bicycle, man. She's done. She is. I think she just wants to get away. Hit her in the nuts. If Loma loses, he needs to retire. Probably. Yeah. What up, Marcos? PPV is dead. Technology literally is too advanced. Kinda. You're kinda right. People just want to watch it like this now. Word up. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna put my headphone in here. I'll do it in a little bit. Maybe I'll do it now. I haven't heard any of this stuff. All right, there we go. Let's put this up. Yeah. Another one with the yeah, yeah, yeah. And who do they think is gonna win? So they're saying Johnson may have won. You heard them finish the fight. So Johnson may have just done it. We're gonna find out. Guess what? Smoke, you're back. Oh, the audio sucks now? Is the audio really bad now? Hello, hello, hello? Is it is your audio bad or is it just South saying that? Winner of this fight becomes the GWOAT? No. No. The winner of this fight does not become a GWOAT, Clarissa. You're obviously I'm better? Okay. Okay. It's really quiet now? They're saying it's better, so it got quiet maybe. Shernika? That white girl's name is Shernika. That white Australian girl's name is Shernika? Okay. Marco, you sound like you're streaming in the water earlier. Well, I'm not. There he goes. Is this guy's glove on yet? Yeah, Loma's gloves are they putting the gloves on now? Motherfucker. This is one of the most stressful parts, guys. When you're fighting this shit, you sit there and think about it. You know, and there's so many things like that might go wrong come in your head sometimes. Like, oh, what if I have to take a dump? What if I my hands get tired? What if I have to pee? What if I get stiff sitting here? What if I get sleepy? Because sometimes when you're waiting, you just get relaxed, and sometimes getting relaxed, kind of, you want to be a little more jacked up. You want to get sweat going. This girl's name is Shernika. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Wow. And this other one, she's British. I thought she looked Hispanic. I mean, she could be Hispanic Brit. But the dilemma or the puzzle, the riddle is she from England or Scotland or Wales? All right, let's hear the decision here. Want to turn this up a little? Let's see what we got going on here, peoples. Her stepdad named her. All right, here we go. Oh, draw. First card's draw. 96, 94. Oh, we got unanimous. Oh, I think Shernika lost. It's too. Yep. John Shernika lost. Well, Shernika. What's her nickname? Like Nene? 98, 90 Hispanic people usually have native Spanish descent. Word. Hence why they look different than Spaniards. I hope I can see a little bit of old Loma. Me and you both, Dwayne. Me and you both. Damn, everybody bounced on me. What happened? We're at 30, now we're at 8? Damn. You guys don't like me anymore. See, this is why I like going in other people's streams more so. During fights. Takes the pressure off me. Not pressure. Talk too much. YouTube.com Marco Boxing. Wait, what happened? What just happened? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, they just overturned this fight. They just overturned this fight. They just... Wait, what? What the fuck? Yo! They just overturned this. Oh, shit. Yo. Yo. They just... They... What the fuck? They just overturned the British girl's victory and gave it to the Australian TikTok model. First of all, she didn't win that. She should have lost. And the victory, the deciding scorecard, where she was mad. You just see this shit? You're muted, my man. What the fuck? They just overturned it, and they're not explaining what happened.
Well, it sounds simple to me, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this is the warden of women's boxing, King Amin of Essex, the championship rounds right here on YouTube. They were confused. They made a mistake. This is a Steve Harvey moment. They meant
it was
to...
so lopsided, and the other girl clearly won.
Well, I don't know about that. We could debate that before the Kambosos fight comes. But again, I think because even I don't know what feed you're watching it. I'm personally watching on Sky Sports. I'm listen to
ESPN Plus.
Okay, so again, depending on the commentator, I try to either mute it or listen to somewhere else. I don't listen to Tim Bradley or sometimes United States, whatever. Long story short, they kept getting it confused. She didn't know. One of the female announcers who got confused. She kept calling Hughes Johnson and Johnson Hughes. So I'm not saying that the judges had the same difficulty, but I had it 96-94 for Johnson myself.
You had John. Okay, well, me and everybody else watching in my stream all had the other girl winning, the British. Is she from England? There was she? Because I got confused. So it said Great Britain, but that's like 3 different countries. So which one?
Well, she's from England. I mean, I can't imagine if she's Welsh or something like that. I don't get into all the designations.
That. Usually it'll say ENG for England. It won't say Great Britain, but whatever.
But I got to give you a little bit of work because you're disrespecting a former IBF bantamweight champion. You just say she's a super bantamweight champion. So a former TikTok model. Just because she's attractive, you know what I'm saying? Just because she's attractive, don't insult her as a female fighter. She's a former IBF champion. She only lost that belt to Ellie Scottney, who's the unified champion. Okay. Yeah, so this girl ain't no tomato can just because she looked good.
I didn't think she was a tomato can. I just thought she was more of like a Ebony Bridges, who they could fight, but they're not like, you know what I'm saying?
Even Ebony Bridges, her biggest win was over good competition with her style. The difference with Bridges was she was just a dog. Bridges was fighting with a broken hand, fighting with a broken eye socket.
Yeah, I said that before. I was like, she took a beating and she kept coming. The last fight, I think she lost, right?
She had to because she fought a pure boxer in Mio Yoshida. Again, so this is bantamweight division. While we're talking about Ebony Bridges, this is Ebony Bridges division.
Damn. Yeah,
Bantamweight.
and they're both British. Hey, Jimmy, check your spam folder if you're not getting the notification because everybody else got it. I got it. Check your spam folder. I'm probably being spammed. They don't like me. Everybody who doesn't know, this is King Amin. He is a women's boxing expert. Loves women's boxing. Knows all about it. So yeah, this is his area of expertise here. So you had her winning, huh? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm now I saw what you guys probably saw. And Marco, I don't want to say you're biased because you and Nina Hughes have the same style. You got that pitter patter combination, then you'll sneak in that power, maybe on the
I'm glad you
second.
said sneaking the power because I was about to correct you. Like I could hit just because it's fast doesn't mean. But go ahead.
Come on now, come on. You gotta listen. Just like sneaking in the power, you gotta wait, man. You gotta wait for these combinations to develop. So chill out for a minute, drink your soda, all right? Hughes, the problem was Hughes is not like you. She couldn't slip in the power. So all her punches were pretty much pitter patter. And I'll even go out on a limb and say she has the same challenge that Clarissa Shields has. The difference is Clarissa Shields is just much tighter in her combinations and she'll stand in the pocket. Hughes, on the
Mm,
other hand, was throwing those combinations, touching, not adding any power in between, or maybe as much as she could. But for me, Johnson was walking her down, and Hughes was getting caught in between trying to touch and go. So a basic, double up the jab, basic double up the jab was disrupting Hughes's whole game. So the sixth round was the only one where I was kind of like I could have um pushed it the other way because like I said 96 94 I kind of could have gave Hughes the sixth round, but other than that I like I said I scored it for Johnson.
okay. I mean, to my defense too, I wasn't watching it the whole way through. I was going back, talking to the chat and all that. So you could be right. I actually didn't watch a lot of it. So
No.
um, we'll see. But this next one is interesting. Um, I think we're gonna get Loma just winning at UD. That's probably the safest bet, right?
Yeah, probably. Kambosos to me, he's always kind of like a prove it to me kind of guy. I don't know what he's got left because I'm going in, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but I'm going in off of the decision he was gifted against Maxie Hughes. And I'm just saying to myself, um, he's got to be, a better version of himself than he was on the night when he fought Hughes. And quite frankly, I don't know if Kambosos is a get up kind of fighter, but maybe he is. Maybe that's why he's holding this lone win over Tio as his best win of his career. Otherwise he's going to be the Buster Douglas of our generation. It's kind of like
Damn.
a trivia guy. Who's the guy that beat unified champ Teofimo Lopez? Oh, I get George Kambosos. Who's that guy that was a controversial win over Maxie Hughes? If even people even give a shit who Maxie Hughes is, it'll be George Kambosos.
Yeah.
He'll be kind of like a trivia name more so than a
Yeah.
credible champion.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
I'm with you, and I after seeing more of his career unfold, believe more and more the whole air in the chest Tiafimo
me too.
excuse or whatever you want to say, call it. Um, but this should be interesting. This is for a belt, correct?
This is for the vacant IBF and also for the WBO that Kambosos lifted from Maxie Hughes.
Who had the IBF? Why is it vacant?
Um, I think that was one of the belts that Devin Haney. Remember when he moved up?
Okay.
He moved up to
Shakur
140.
lost. Oh no, Shakur lost the 130 belt on the scales.
Yeah, lost the 130 belt on the scales. I think this is just when Devin moved up, um, all those belts started to kind of splinter away like the Infinity Stones on the gauntlet.
I felt bad for that girl, the other one, because they were like, "Fighters, come back to the center," and she's looking around like, "What?" That sucks.
Well, boxing is an interesting Loma said don't call it a sport, right? Because it ain't a sport, but it's an interesting industry, if you will, because Nina Hughes, she had already, and I'm not saying she didn't deserve the win or that she didn't try to earn it, but she peaked 41 years old. She's still, an executive administrative assistant, and she does this. She's moonlighting. You know what I'm saying? So her boss gave
Damn,
her the weekend off to go fight in Australia. You know what I'm saying? So heaven forbid you're losing the world title on the
that's
weekend and then you
impressive.
go back to work on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Um,
impressive. That's
very
impressive.
impressive. Very impressive. Very
Yeah,
impressive.
look at that. You know your women's boxing. Um,
And one thing
Damn.
I said about Shanika Johnson, while we're just killing time, people didn't understand about some of how she was able to slow Hughes down in the latter rounds. She comes from a bodybuilding background,
Let me
so
tell you something, man. I
mhm,
knew a Shanika growing up, and it did not look like that. She looked nothing like this girl. Her name threw
yeah,
me for a loop. I'm like, Shanika,
no,
but
absolutely,
whatever.
absolutely. But
Um,
and as is the case with many female bodybuilders, you know what I'm saying? Ebony Bridges, another one, female
Ebony.
bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So maybe not the best boxer, but she has, she had some pop. You know what I mean? Bridges, and that was her claim to fame. Johnson, similar thing. She had power in both hands, and that jab was pretty stiff. So
Who's
it,
who's the greatest female boxer of all time, in your opinion?
mm,
I got
I
my
mean,
favorite. I don't know if she's the greatest because era for era, but I got my favorite. Couple
all
names.
right. Um, greatest on accolades.
Well, this is a conversation I have a lot. You have to have a criteria. Everybody's criteria is different.
Sure.
My criteria for greatest is I only look at their primes,
Hmm.
their resume, and then their skill, the skill.
Yeah.
Those are the three things I look at. But what you look at might be different.
So I'm gonna do it like this. Legitimately, the greatest female fighter of all time. By the time it's said and done, Amanda Serrano.
Okay, so we're
Now,
doing prophecies, but who's currently the greatest?
Amanda Serrano.
Right now, you give Amanda Serrano better than Clarissa, better than Layla, better than Christy Martin.
Yes. Now, again, Christy Martin is a case of she was the best because nobody else was there, and she fought everybody that was there 2 and 3 times to make
She was,
sure
yeah,
that she was better than them.
but she was so like she was knocking girls the fuck out, man. I
She
love watching
was.
her fight, and she was
And
on Tyson undercards.
but think about this, and I'm not sure if any of the audience or even know this. When you look at the box rec on women's fighters, you see, 2 and 3 matches between these gals because and I'm not talking about in the amateurs, I'm talking about in the pros.
Damn.
So what I'm saying is coming from that era, Amanda Serrano is actually from that era. She's got wins over Holly Holm. The MMA crowd know who that is because Holly Holm was a world champion
Yeah, I
before
know
she
she
went
is
to
too.
MMA. So this is what I'm saying. Heather Hardy, all these pioneers. Amanda Serrano came from that era where you had to fight the same girls 2 or 3 times to you can fight whoever you want. And then you can fight better competition, girls that are more prepared with more pedigree. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's kind of come along that continuum. Now, respect to Clarissa Shields. I think Clarissa Shields is the best blue chip prospect, the best, kind of credentialed fighter. But she doesn't have the professional pedigree that Serrano has. And that's why I cannot put her as the greatest. It's the professional pedigree that will do it for me. And that gives Serrano the edge.
What do you think about Riker? A lot of people put her up there.
Um, I got, respect. She doesn't come to my mind when I'm thinking of, like you say, immediately. I'm going to think Christy Martin. I'm going to think Serrano. I'm going to think Clarissa Shields.
Layla,
Huh?
Layla,
Layla too. Layla. I'm going to think Ann Wolf.
Wolf.
You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna think some gals, man. I'm gonna think some gals. We
yeah.
got Loma in. No, okay. This is still promos. I want to make sure I'm not.
Yeah. I'm like he's fighting Haney again. Uh, yeah, no,
But
it's gonna be fun. I think. I worry it might be a little boring. That's my fear.
Well, not see. I'm gonna take it that this is a pretty hardcore crowd. Look at Shanice Estrada looking like a snizak. Damn. Um, threw me off for a bit. Women's boxing will do that to you, but Loma, we're such a hardcore. Like I said, I'm gonna take it that this is a hardcore audience, is a hardcore crowd, right?
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully.
I love watching Loma because it's like listening to jazz, man. The improvisation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for those that are not, well versed in what he's doing with his footwork and the spinning and the turning his opponent, it's just man, I've never seen a boring Loma fight. Even when he was dominating, like who did he almost hurt real bad? Was it Comey when he was almost begging the refs to like call
Yes.
this shit off?
Yes. He was like, "Come
He's like,
on."
yo,
Yeah.
you're gonna let me keep hitting this guy like this? Fine, I'm gonna hit him
Well,
light, but
that
like
he took that
that's an
from my man
artist.
Roy. That's Roy's precedent, but it's okay. He could use it. That was Roy. You remember Roy did that
Yeah,
twice, like,
absolutely.
and he goes, "Okay, boop."
That's artistic though, man. That's
That's dope.
artistic to kind of change the volume on your punches. And I don't mean
Mhm.
the volume in terms of like amount. I mean the power.
Mhm.
Just because he didn't want to hurt the, he's like, yo, come on, somebody get this guy up out of here. Like, y'all ain't call this shit yet. Like,
I remember when he dropped um the body snatcher. He was like, "I didn't mean to drop him." He's like, "I
yeah,
respected him. He's a legend." I'm like, "That's some gangster shit right there." I didn't mean to, but he walked into it, and Roy had that speed. You don't see it coming. Night night.
yeah, man. It's interesting. What do you think of Roy's should we say, or do I call it a lack of success as a trainer? Or you know,
I guess that's kind of the general consensus. I'm very biased when it comes to Roy, but um,
because he was in Benavidez's camp recently, and so
I
some
saw
people
that.
saw that as a sign to say, "Oh, Roy, stay away from Roy."
Yeah, I mean, you have to take what you can take from Roy. Like I remember seeing not Connor Ben, the other one, Chris Eubank,
Mhm.
and he was like mimicking Roy's style in a couple fights. I'm like, no, 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 no. Roy's style is so custom designed, so unique to him. You can't do that. So I don't know if that's how he trains. I've never been trained by him. If that's how he's training, then he's a bad trainer. If he's making people do what he did, because they can't.
Sure.
But if he's giving them tricks of the trade, and we don't know what he's doing. I don't know why people say such a bad trainer. I mean, what he had a couple fighters that didn't do well. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, but some people will immediately blame the trainer, but you got to forget, as I said about Hughes, and I didn't mean that disrespectfully. And some fighters have even less of a what do you call, like like they cap out. You know what I'm saying? Their potential. Some fighters, and Eubank, I think, is one of those fighters. No matter what his last name is and what his DNA will tell you about being a Eubank, he ain't his dad, so he also can't be Roy. You know what I mean? He's just got to be Chris, and maybe Chris. There's certain things about him that doesn't lend him to take on. Not just that he doesn't have the, but see, he seems like an athletic guy, Chris Eubank, that is. So one would think he could try to pull off, but I'm like you just never encourage somebody. Like, listen, there's only two people that could actually do the moonwalk, all right? And it's Michael Jackson and Boogaloo Shrimp, all right? So other than that, I don't know who else, and Chris Brown maybe, perhaps, but it's very few. So
What's his
Roy
face did it?
Jones,
Not bad. Carlton.
uh
Alfonso
Alfonso
Ribeiro did.
Ribeiro.
He did pretty good. He did it pretty good.
Well, and it becomes like, how well can you make somebody do something that's just a unique technique? You know what I'm saying? So
Right. No, exactly. So I mean, maybe that's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's too bad because he has a lot of knowledge, and with Benavidez, he's probably just Benavidez is probably taking the tidbits that he can use. He's not going to sit
sure.
there and now start leaping in with left hooks and doing all that.
Well, he might start rapping. You must have
Oh my
forgot.
goodness. I liked it, but I didn't like it. Like you know what I'm saying? I remember when it came out, I'm like, that's kind of cool, but I didn't like this. Like, too southern sounded for back then when like the southern rap wasn't cool yet. I was like, eh. But
Fun
yeah.
fact, Little Boosie used to write for Roy Jones. He was one of his writers. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that reminds. I'll never. Every time I hear him, I think of when he was on Tyson's podcast, and Tyson's like, "Are you a homosexual?" Remember, he was like, "Is that why you? Is it because you are deep inside a homosexual?" And Boosie just was like, he like froze. Nah, I ain't nah. Because I guess Tyson's daughter's gay, so he was
Yeah,
like, "Fuck him to ask him to stop being homophobic." Blah blah blah.
yeah, man. Sometimes what they say, the energy changes. You know what I'm saying? With Mike
Yeah,
Tyson, of course. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you
yeah,
can say is no, sir, I'm not.
yeah. He's like,
I would have
nope.
called him sir. I would have copped out. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not.
There was another one. God, there was another famous one where somebody got nervous. Tyson, I forgot who was it. Fuck, I forgot who it was. Oh, this comic. Not Stapleton. The hell's his name? T TL
TK
something.
Kirkland.
Him, him, him. He's been at my club too. Funny enough, I forgot his name. But yeah, him. Yeah, he was on the show, and Tyson got annoyed at something he said, and TK was like, "No, no, absolutely." He like, and he talked about it later. He's like, "Yeah, man, I didn't want. I thought he was about to snap. I had to like, you
Well,
know."
TK is from Jersey City, so you see the connection.
Oh, is he?
Jersey City, New Jersey. He even has a street named after him.
Wow, he's that popular, huh?
Not many things, come out of Jersey City except for Kool and the Gang, the Manhattans, Joe Button.
I was just talking to somebody how annoyed I get at Shaq for repping Brick City when the motherfucker grew up in mostly Texas and Germany. It annoys every time he gets a chance. Yo, I'm Brick City, baby. It's like he's from like the hood. Like you're a military brat. You grew up in Texas on an
Well,
army base. What are you talking?
to be fair, his grandmother to this day still lives, and everybody know where she lived. I ain't putting it out there, but his grandmother still lives on Vassar Avenue in Newark. This is the South Ward. This is the heart of
I'm
Newark, New Jersey.
no, I'm not saying he doesn't have family, but he did not grow up in no like. I don't even think he went to middle school. I think he maybe went to like elementary or some shit in Jersey.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying because where you from is where you went to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So e-
where your formative years.
even though summers in New Jersey can't shape you if you got to go back to Texas or you go back to, you know what I'm saying, Fort Wayne, Indiana, because
I,
the military
man,
base or what have you.
I used to hate when I'd be, different states for whatever it was, fighting or whatever, and I meet somebody like, yeah, I'm from New York. And I'm like, oh, where are we talking? I'm like, so where'd you go to high school? They're like, Nebraska. And I'm like, wait, what? Then it turns out they were born there, like Errol Spence, and just bounced at like 3. And I'm like, that's not from get me all excited to like bond, talk to one of my people. Nothing. That annoys me. But whatever.
Yeah, Earl Spence, he gets the I think he claimed Long Island a bit.
Strong Island. No, he's from like I know some people who know his family. Like he's from Strong Island. He was born there, but he moved when he was like 2 or 3. That you ever hear him talk? Like that's the
Yeah, of
steepest Southern
course.
accent I've ever heard. That is not a Long Island accent at all.
Nah, most people don't even gather he's Jamaican with that accent. You know what I'm saying? But his dad is
Yeah,
clearly.
his pops is Jamaican. Yeah, Michael Jordan from Brooklyn. Yeah, clear. So Michael Jordan is another one, born in Brooklyn and moved very young down to North Carolina. So doesn't really count. All right, now we got Kambosos coming out, and it looks like
ferocious.
Loma's starting to come out now. I think. I wonder if this will be the fight where Loma gets old before our eyes.
Well, I did question that because remember, a lot of people are going to say whomever has beat, Loma, they beat the old Loma. And then they're not going to give Kambosos credit for this win as well. So it's
He
kind of
won't.
a
No.
lose-lose for George, unless George stops him. If George stops him somehow, then he'll get credit for the win. I
Has
don't.
he ever even been down, Loma?
I think one time.
Has he been? I wouldn't know. I don't think he has been. But
Ah,
I don't know.
I'm guessing it just in my mind. I think he just won to, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think he's maybe glove touched the canvas one time.
You have daughters who box or no?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay. What prompted the love for the women's boxing?
Honestly, that's a great question. Boxing is so vast. It's like music. It's like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So you got to just find your preference in what you like. So for me, it's the 2-minute rounds.
Okay.
Also, you have I mentioned it sometimes as a detriment, but you get more fighters that fight each other as they go through weight classes. So it's kind of like back in the day. So if one girl used to fight at, like we just saw in the Hughes Johnson fight, One girl was a title holder at bantamweight, a super bantamweight. She lost her title, and then she'll move down and go for a belt. We saw
Mhm.
with Erica Cruz Hernandez versus Nazarena Romero in a very controversial bout. I'll talk about it on those championship rounds. But Cruz lost to who? Amanda Serrano, right? Then
Mm.
turns around, moves down in weight, and wins the WBA title, which she had to defend this evening. So with women's boxing, you'll find a lot more instances where these girls will be up for a title shot very early in their career, or if they're looking for a title shot, they'll say, "Fuck it, I'll move up a division, I'll move down a division, I'll go up two." All right. Terry Harper, she was the champion at 130 pounds, lost her belt to Alicia Bumgarner, then fucked around and went up and won a belt at 154.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's a lot more parity is the word I'm looking for. Women's boxing, there's a lot more parity because they're more likely to face each other.
Okay.
Um, men's boxing is still a lot of matchmaking. We know matchmaking can consist of too much developmental fights. And by
Yeah.
developmental fights, I don't mean the number of rounds. I mean the type of opponent you're being put in the ring
Right.
against. So
Right.
women's
True.
boxing has less predictability too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like unless you gotta do your research. You gotta know who's out there. You can't just lean on it and pick the favorite. There are no favorites in this shit.
True. True. Good point. Oh man, we got like 20. The Greek. Oh, because Kambosos is Greek. Damn. So they're gonna do Australia, Greece, and Ukraine, and then they're probably gonna do America because this is in America. Son
And the
of a bitch.
former Yugoslavia as well.
Damn. I used to, I used to
For
fly in.
me.
I used to fly in Yugoslavia all the time, going to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I'd have to catch a connecting flight. Yep. Belgrade. Belgrade. I think it's the capital. I don't know if it's the capital, but that's where all the planes flew into. Yep.
So remember the surgence of basketball players from Lithuania and Croatia in the 80s and 90s?
Yep.
And I
Sure do.
think we're still seeing that, but I think just the names of those regions have changed, right? For the most part,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. They've all changed. It was all Yugo. Now it's all. Um. Yeah. Are you a Net fan?
man, so when they left to Brooklyn, I kind of gave up on them, man.
So you don't like the Knicks either?
I watch the Knicks, but I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
After the
team.
Nets, I listen, I go back with the Nets, obviously Derek Coleman, Drazen
Hell
Petrovic, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Kendall Gill. Then we was great in the 2000s, except we had to go up against the Spurs and the fucking Lakers, so that
Yeah,
was tough.
Kendall, by the way, who you probably know this, was a fighter, huge boxing fan. I've interviewed him a bunch of times. I've
He
been on
actually
his
fought
show.
before one of those celebrity boxing joints one time.
Yeah, he had like 6 pro fights.
See?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he had like 6 pro fights right after he retired. And up until recently, I was talking to him, and he was like, "I want to fight with Jake Paul. I hate him. I want to whoop his ass." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay.
You know, it's interesting that you see, and I'm not down on my basketball players, but it's interesting to see basketball players that are into boxing because basketball, as physical as it is, it's not combatively physical. And usually the temperament,
Mhm.
where you can actually kind of complain about being fouled. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect the guy that would complain about being fouled to also be okay with taking punches. So
Absolutely.
I
No, you're right.
definitely respect basketball guys. With football, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
You know, kind of adrenaline freak or just a wild guy. But with basketball, you really got to be a tough guy to really appreciate boxing to engage because otherwise, you get to look at the ref and scream foul and bitch and moan.
Yep. Absolutely. No, I know. I've played. I've been boxing for a long time, and no other sport that I play gets me tired. Like I could play basketball all day long. I don't get tired. It's a different level of boxing. I feel like.
Speaking of different levels, I wonder what level they're on with these anthems. I know that the cute Ukrainian girls are done. Now I
No,
think
they're
we got a
done
cute
now.
little Greek girl. Then
Yeah. I don't know what you're on. Me now. They're introducing Loma.
okay,
You're on. Yeah. If you go to ESPN Plus, if you have a subscription,
yeah.
I would do that.
Since I got the volume down, I don't have
It's
to worry
just
about the bias
yeah,
because they got
exactly.
Tim Bradley on the mic over there, right?
That dude. Yeah,
Uh,
that dude. He's something. I wonder if he does it on purpose just to kind of stand out. Because I don't remember him being that like controversial when he was fighting. He didn't say crazy shit.
By the way, ESPN, if you're just looking to supplement bald-headed black guys, give me a call. Find me on Instagram, King Amin of Essex One, King Amin of Essex One on Twitter.
Yeah, or bald-headed white guys. Either one. Either one. Clarissa, you like Bradley? What do you like about him? You like how he shits on fighters? What's your deal, girl?
She likes bald-headed black guys.
Oh yeah, right, right. Whoa, in the '90s was crazy basketball. Yeah, it sure was.
Definitely tougher players in the 90s. Definitely tougher athletes. Because it was like hockey. You had enforcers like Antonio Davis, you had Charles Barkley. Yeah, oh my God. Oakley, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely. All right. He's still Kambosos is 30, huh? Okay.
He looks much older.
He has like a slight case of scoliosis, I feel like.
Yeah, he looks like he smokes cigarettes in a factory.
He does, right? Yeah, he does. He's all tatted up. Damn.
Yeah. My man be on the forklift. He be on the high low, like.
You have any tats?
Yeah, just 2. I got him when I was super young. And I never had the thrill. Like I said, I'd rather box than get a tattoo. I'd rather motherfucker punch me than to fucking scrape my arm up with that needle. I ain't doing that shit. That shit ain't no fun.
Go.
Let's fight.
No smoke. I got Kambosos losing by UD. But I'm just hoping it's going to be a fun fight. So we're about to start the first round here, ladies and gents. Let's see. I'm curious about the size difference, if there is much of one. In the face-offs, they looked pretty even, as opposed to when Haney fought Loma. There was a clear size difference, which is maybe why Haney didn't go down from some of the shots he took, because he got hit clean a few times. And if he does have a weak chin, that would explain it, maybe. But we're not so sure he has a weak chin. Is it Ryan's power, steroids, or just a weak chin? Who knows? All right, yeah, they look, yeah, okay, Loma's smaller. There's a slight size difference. Loma is southpaw, as we know. Kambosos is conventional. We just have some pawing, feel-out jabs. Nice body shot by Kambosos, excuse me. Loma moving. Funny, next week we're going to see another fighter with a similar style with the same trainer, Loma Senior, which is Usyk. Ooh, so we have a bit of a pattern now. Kambosos going to the body. Smart, because what they say, the old adage, the head moves, the body does not move. So you swing at that motherfucker.
You flood the basement, slow him down for the latter rounds.
There you go. So Loma, all right, Loma has we see how he puts his shoulders up, or is his head just going down? It looks, I don't know, I think he's bringing his head down, not bringing his shoulders up. So Kambosos seems to be countering. Second something's being thrown at him, he's firing back. That's what I've seen so far, which is smart.
He's trying to counter with that left hook over the jab, but Loma's kind of, parrying around it and doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Loma hasn't really thrown any shots, any jabs with real intention. Don't know why. Now he's back him into the corner, and Kambosos spins out of the corner. Kambosos waiting. So this is what I was worried about. Then I just said this. I hope the whole fight isn't this. Okay, so he's going to the body again. Kambosos going to the body quite a bit. There we go. Loma starting to let his hands go a little bit there. There's a fluid combination. He's looking less stiff. He looks very stiff, Loma. That's the best way to put it. Okay, and now he eluded the body shot counter, so he might be catching on to that now. I don't like this jab that this pawing jab he's throwing out, though. Maybe he's just trying to bait Kambosos into doing something.
I think so too.
There was a good combo. Okay, that had some speed and snap to it from Loma, so that's good. Yep, and now he eluded that really nicely. You saw that he eluded the jab and the body shot by just stepping back quickly, which might be the advantage of Loma, who I still think is a 130-pounder naturally. I think he's fighting bigger guys, so he'll have the natural movement speed advantage, I feel like.
His feints are just superb.
They are. But he's light. He's lighter on his feet because he's smaller. He just did it again. Eluding body shots is pretty tough. Being able to jump away from body shots is harder. Ooh, yeah, Loma's looking fast. All right. First round. What do you think, Loma?
Easy.
Easy. Okay. Easy. All right. So let's
It,
score this. Loma 110. Cambo 9. All right. Hold it
I'm
down for
old
1 second.
school.
Grab a drink.
Still
Hold it
using
down for me.
pen and pad, ladies and gentlemen. You guys make sure that you be honest. We don't want to hear anybody talking about this fight, complaining about the outcome if you didn't score it. I just showed you. I'm using pen and pad, old school. You guys can use fancy apps out there. I'm not an app guy. But you got to score the fight so you can stand on your word, stand on your claim, and so we can know that you know what the fuck you are talking about. Pardon my French. Parlez-vous français? Now, I know you guys are going to be waiting for the beginning of the round. I myself might be a few
All right. I'm back. All
seconds
right.
behind, but Marco's
Round
back on the
2 just
job. There we
began
go.
for me. You too?
No, I'm about 20 seconds behind.
Ooh, sorry about that. All right.
No,
So now
that's on me.
there's this weird aerial view of them fighting, literally aerial. It's really fucking annoying. Aerial. It's a complete aerial. Okay, there we go. Look, now helicopter was on top of them. Now it's back to the conventional view. So it looks like there were almost identical. Oh no, I just missed that. They showed how many landed and thrown each fighter. It looked pretty even. But all right, so now Cambo's going back to the body. Loma is ooh, Loma came in with a nice lead hook. Oh yeah, Loma's starting to piece him up. She's doing classic Loma, short, hard, crisp, fast punches. And he's one of the few fighters that can be on the move. While he's moving, land it with snap. I worked on that too. If you snap your shoulder enough, you don't have to be as planted as you need to be to get a good snap in that punch. It's always going to help to have to be planted, but if you work on it enough,
It's the angle.
yeah, yeah. So now Loma is not moving his head as much. Okay, now he's going back to it a little,
Now, what
but
can
he's
Kambosos do differently? We know what
ooh,
Loma's doing.
Cambo just landed again. Cambosos. Um, the only thing I think he can do, because somebody asked me this before you came in. I said, well, he has to be faster, stronger, and have better footwork, which then he's God gifted with. Only thing he could do is work on timing, try and hit Loma come in, because Loma is springing in, but he's so fast. He's like a rabbit on steroids. Boom, 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 in and out, in and out. And yeah, now there it goes. Loma did one of his classics. He spun all the way around him, literally stepped almost behind him, ended up behind Loma's back, but he didn't throw a punch, but he did it. Right. And Loma does a lot of feinting. Moving his arms up, just feinting like this a lot. Yeah. And which expends a lot of energy, but he seems to be in superb condition, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so now Loma seemed to take a little time off here. Ooh, nice body shot by Kambosos. It looked like it was partially blocked, but he timed it beautifully. Punch placement was on point.
And
Ooh, Loma just walked into a straight right.
and I think that's what it ages, Marco. Loma, slowing down a bit. He's got to take more time off with all that fainting and all that movement
Yeah.
consistently through the rounds.
Well, I will say, as of yet, he doesn't look. Ooh, nice lead. Ooh, no, he's not looking like he aged right there. You just hit him with a classic. He's not looking like he slowed down yet. Now, you're right. It might happen. What was this, only round 2? Let's see. I haven't looked at any of these chats. What do we got going on here? No way Loma won round 1. No way Loma did not win did not win round 1. Okay. What's up, Army Mike? What's up, King Amin from Army Mike?
Army Mike.
E-Money. I wish I could mute Tim Bradley.
I told y'all, man. That's what I'm saying. Shorty talk about she liked Tim Bradley.
Yeah, that's what she said. This one right here. She got Loma up 2-0 though. JJ, what up?
Clarissa.
Loma putting them in school early. All right, so let's do this.
Catholic school, parochial school.
Something. All right. Well, so Loma is exciting. When he does that fighting in spurts shit, pretty exciting. Line is not on Ped Marco. What Tone deaf. I don't. What are you talking about? I don't know what that means.
The line is not.
Loma putting on schooling him already. Loma looking sharp. That's the truths. Lomachenko. Yeah, you spelled out Lomachenko. Good for you, Dwayne. All right, here we go. Back to it. Yeah, Loma does a lot of feinting without his feet, which conserves energy. He's feinting by moving his arms and moving his waist. But he also moves his feet quite a bit. Yeah, level changes is what Tim Bradley just called it, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, now the kryptonite for a southpaw is straight right leads. That's just across the board. And I don't see Kambosos throwing enough of those. That's what he should do. When Loma's about to pounce, throw that straight right lead. Try and time him. Okay, just throw it 1-2. There, wow. Loma just like sprung around him like it was a ooh, there we go. Loma's fast, man. He still has it. He's really fast.
And George can only wait and try to throw one punch at a time.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, he can't get anything off. He can't get more. And not only that, but like Loma's out of there. Ooh, nice 1-2 though. Loma just lands a straight right, as I was saying. Landed in that kryptonite. Yeah. Yeah, Loma's out of there. He's out of there so fast. He's out of there almost before he comes in. Okay, he's keeping high guard. Yep, there we go. Beautiful counter by Loma. Okay, you know what I would try and do? Try and Fury Wilder him. Try and rough him up. Lean on his ass. Try, because you're bigger. You're not 80 pounds, 60 pounds bigger like Fury was, but you're still bigger. Try and lean on him a little. Try and rough him up.
But
Slow
George, he'd have to at least try to work his jab, and he just doesn't seem like he knows how to get off. Like he doesn't seem like.
I mean, that's a great point. The jab would be another way to maybe neutralize Loma coming in. Right, and he's not. He's not trying to time him coming in. There, he threw a 1-2, which landed again. So the only success he's having, Cambo, is that straight right hand. Okay. Ooh, Loma. I don't know what just happened there. They both threw hard punches. I don't think either landed though. Yeah, so now Cambo's waiting for him, but here's another example. He threw his counter, and by the time he threw it, Lomo's already hopped out. When I say hop, I mean literally hop. Loma is not spinning as much as I've seen, though. Like when he punches, how he'll spring to the side as he's punching. He's not really doing that.
Well, fighters have to be coming forward, and he's controlling, the pace and the distance and kind of walking Kambosos back. He usually spins when he's trying to, get up out of there. He doesn't have to, get up out of there, so to speak.
True. Loma just landed a couple good shots, and Cambo started screaming like something happened. So what do we got? Who do we got on this one? That's Loma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so too. But hey, man, I did this shit last time, and I had Munguia winning, and everybody thought I was smoking crack. So I'm just making sure. It's one of my favorite fighters. I got to show his name respect. All right. George has to push the pace. Okay, agreed. Loma has the best footwork out of active fighters. Well, Usyk's up there with him, Mike. Kambosos looks like he has been in a fight. Okay. 3-0 Loma. All right. That's what it is. That's what it is. I was just in your neck of the woods. I was in Millburn a couple days ago. I don't know how far you are from that, but
5 minutes.
Oh, word? You're right there?
Yeah. I go to the Trader Joe's in Millburn.
Yeah, that's right where I was. That's my friend's house was walking distance to the Trader Joe's.
Come on, buddy.
That's funny.
It's around the corner from me.
I love Jersey. I'll tell you right now, I love Jersey.
It's the best place to be, man. So you down by the Five Guys and all of that?
That's where my boy lives. Yeah, I went to go visit my boy who lives in Millburn. Literally, like we were driving there. We're like, oh, you can walk to the Trader Joe's. It's like a 5 to 10 minute walk from the Trader Joe's he lives.
So you know what's funny? I told you, I ran into Zalai Zhang Bang at that same Trader Joe's.
Is that where he lives? He lives out there?
He lives in Bloomfield, which is probably about 6 miles from here.
You talked to him?
Nah, I gave him. He was trying to go get in and out. I gave him his. You know what I'm saying? Gave him his dignity.
You just nodded, or you didn't say
Yeah, I
anything?
gave him a nod. I just gave him a
Oh,
nod.
ooh, nice lead straight left by Loma. Snap the sweat off this Australian's dome. All right,
But he's got
Loma. Wow,
Kambosos backing up and everything. Kambosos, he had him in the corner, trapped. He's let him out. Like he's playing with his food, man.
that's exactly what he's doing. He looks like some kind of a wild animal with that speed and that pouncing. There we go. He attacked and spun there, and he spins usually to his right. I'm noticing because that's he could just pivot. That way, it's easier to spin on the foot that's facing forward. You just pivot on it, and you could really there. Okay, now we just pivoted the other way. All right, Loma, the body shot by Loma, jab by Loma. Ooh, nice straight left by Loma. Oh, he's starting to get on him. Loma landed a combo now. That typical chopping straight, he punches kind of down, chopping straight punches. Yeah, this is he's starting to unravel a little here, or he's starting to unravel Kambosos a little. So I mean, all right,
Yeah,
Kambosos swings for a body shot, which hits his. Oh, Loma again jumped in, lands 2 punches, jumps out.
he's
This
got to
shit
go
must,
for broke.
yo, this shit must be so. I've never been in there with somebody who's this much faster than me. But that must be so frustrating. Like that would frustrate the hell out of me.
I mean, at this point, Loma's doubling the jab, throwing combinations on
Oh, he
him.
just spun on him. On your 20 seconds, he just spun on him and clipped him.
Yeah,
Damn, he's like a Ukrainian dreidel. This dude spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. Yep, Loma's winning this round. This is the biggest. What's the word? The biggest when you're far ahead of somebody. I can't think of the word.
gap, I guess the biggest.
Yeah, gap. Yep, that's Loma. That is Loma. So Loma is technically, not technically, according to us, one. It's 4-0. Let's see if
Easily. I don't think it's even
easily,
up for
right?
debate.
Bradley and the download talk. LOL. I'm not really listening to Bradley Ryan, so same old Kambosos. Loma gonna stop him. It's looking like that, Army Mike. But Kambosos never been stopped, right? And has he even been dropped? I don't think he's been dropped.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's
Definitely
been
never
dropped.
been stopped.
Loma
And
going
I don't
for
think
it.
he's been
Yeah,
dropped.
I don't think so. So it will be a feat, right? That'll be a feat to stop him. He's 30. He's not over the hill. Kambosos, that is. So you can't say he's old. You can say though, which what people will say, which you kind of alluded to. I mean, is he maybe was really never at this level. He beat a Tio who was impaired. Okay, we're back to it, ladies and gents.
And I don't want to look too far ahead, but Shakur and Loma seems like the fight to make.
Hell yeah. Does Shakur beat this Loma? I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know because this guy looks faster than Shakur getting in and out. And don't be Jersey biased. I mean,
No. I listen, I'd love to see it, and I'd have to see it because if I gave the speed to Loma, picture this. I'd give probably the defense and even I guess the a slight edge to power because Shakur knows how to. Loma can spin, but Shakur can like stand right there in the pocket and counter.
right. And
So
Shakur, I think, is naturally going to be a 40 to 47 pounder, where Loma is a naturally 30 pounder. I think Shakur is also, even though he can make the weight now because he's a young man, he's naturally a bigger
sure.
guy, taller
So
too.
defense and power, but speed kills and speed creates power. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely. Ask Roy.
it's the fight. Ask Marco. It's the fight
Oh,
you have to
appreciate
see.
it. That was a nice body shot by Loma. Nice body shot right there. Beautiful body shot. That's the only one he's landed in about 4 years, but it's a good one. All right, so now it's a lot of the same going on here. Loma seems to be more in the mode of there's a drop of blood in the shark tank and he smells it. He's being a little more predatorial. He's a little more predatorial, which might be bad because he's dropping a lot of his feinting now, and he's starting to do his version of slightly walking him down, which might not be the best thing to do. I think you should stick to what's been working. Don't get gassed. But Loma looks so confused, and he's twitching. He's all fake. He doesn't know what the hell's coming at him. Telling you, man, I've always been the faster guy. I couldn't imagine being there with somebody who's faster than me. That would stress me out.
Because it's trying to throw a punch to somebody that ain't there, or they hit
Yeah.
you before you hit them. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like you feel. It's like you feel. You know what I feel like it is, and I've been in there. There's been a few times where it's happened where somebody throws up. But overall, I've been faster. But when it happens, you almost feel like you have a dunce hat on. Oh, Loma just clipped him and knocked him off balance and wobbled him. He didn't hurt him. He just knocked him off balance. There's a difference. Didn't buckle his knees. Hit him with a good punch. They might have even tripped over each other's feet because of the.
Because he's able to turn him and then punch him.
Yeah, and he's also the conventional southpaw. Tends to create tripping over each other's feet. So that's another one for Loma, and it appears as if the punch stats are reflecting what you and I are seeing. Loma's outlanding him by a dramatic margin. All right. Let's see what we got here. Shakur versus Loma is fire. Army Mike. Clarissa, Loma's skill set way better than Kambosos. That's a fact. Tio dropped him. Tio dropped who? Loma? Or Kambosos? Oh, he dropped Kambosos, didn't he? Tio did, like the last round, right? Or no?
I thought he dropped Kambosos in the last round. But
Didn't he?
Loma never went down, but Kambosos did. Because I thought they evened it out.
But Loma won, so I mean, Kambosos beat Tio convincingly. Yes, late. So yeah, I guess he did drop him.
Yeah, knockdown. You know what I'm saying? You could be whooping to flash knockdown. You know what I'm saying?
True. All right. Round 6. Round 6. And we got Loma now is maybe it's what you said, Amin. He is definitely not moving and feinting as much in the beginning of this round. Is that fatigue? Is that I got this
Resting.
dude?
I say it's
Is it
resting a bit, but he's put in the work that's afforded him. This is, being a champion level fighter. You know what I'm saying? World class fighter. He's taking a little, you know what I'm saying?
true?
Because he knows on the back end. Now, mind you, he doesn't have to turn up like he would have had to against a Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is more up his alley where he's like, okay, I got to make sure I can't let this, I can't fall asleep at the wheel, but I don't gotta
True
overdo it.
that. True that. Alrighty. We're back to a bit of, I don't want to say boring, but not that much action right now. Loma hit him with a lead left. Loma doesn't hit that hard, though, unfortunately. But the
No.
accumulation could cause a problem. Loma was not. Where was Loma's success at? At 130, right? Most of it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Did he ever
130
fight Feather?
just for a hot second.
Okay.
Because what he fought, Gary Russell.
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, he fought Gary Russell Jr.
Okay.
and then he moved up to 130. I think he lost to Salido at 130, but he still rolled after
Right.
that pretty much.
So Loma got clipped coming in by a left hook. Ooh, headbutt. That looked like a headbutt right there. There we go. Kambosos now is throwing some hard left hooks, which seem to be landing for some reason. Yeah, Kambosos is getting a little amped. Let's see. Yep. Now Loma's definitely reduced his movement dramatically. Now he's starting to move back a little more, but he's letting Kambosos punch first, which is interesting. Now he's jabbing. I don't like when Loma has that tense, stiff shoulders up. I feel like he doesn't throw as fluidly. Ooh, nice. Both guys land. And in exchange, Loma is starting to come forward. Oh, nice. Loma just dipped under his jab and clipped him. And they up, spun on him again, and then just hopped right out. Yeah, this Loma's faster on his feet than Shakur is. Uh,
I could
Kambosos
see
might have
that.
won that round. What do you think? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
give it
mean, I know you guys. I don't know. It'd be hard to give it to Hal for what did he do?
I think he. I don't know. What does everybody think? Correct, Marco. Kambosos caught Tio at the right time. Possible. Big shots, my man. Keep it moving. Hit me with another two-piece, extra crispy two-piece. Appreciate you. What I tell you, Loma fitting to do two Kambosos like Rigo. It's looking that way. Keep it moving. It's looking that way. Appreciate you. It is looking that way. Walter was a good win for Loma. Walters.
Yeah, Nicholas
Clarissa,
Walters.
I
Yeah,
don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Okay.
Nicholas
Those of you know,
Walters.
oh, hey, those of you who know me know that I have a radar, and a lot of fighters don't reach my radar, and whoever this Walters guy is didn't reach my radar. But now we did. So, can Loma round. So, guys, think Loma won this round? You do too?
Oh,
I mean,
I saw someone gave Kambosos a round.
Kambosos round.
Everybody
I
else
think it was
gave it to
Kambosos.
Loma.
I'm gonna give it
Army
to
Mike.
Kambosos. Fuck it. I mean, what's really the difference? Like, unless there's a huge, drastic swing and there's a knockdown, Loma's winning this fight. Right? What are we in the seventh? Oh, actually, no. If Kambosos wins every round, he could from now on he could win the fight. If you give him last round, or no, even if
I
you
think,
didn't give him last round.
yeah, he didn't get last round from me.
Okay. Well, then it'd be 6-0. So he still could at least tie or win with a knockdown, but that's very unlikely that he'll win every single round and get a knockdown.
He has picked it up though. That's the one thing I can't say. Kambosos, that is,
Yes. It's
he's
almost like
kind of picked up to it.
the last round he looked like he got pissed almost. Like this fucking guy's tagging me up. He started getting annoyed. But look at Kambosos' face. It's very red. Oh, not from that angle, but from right that angle. He's all this on the right side of his grill. All right, now Loma's starting to. I like when Loma relaxes his shoulders. That's when you know he's going to throw with some fluidity. When he has this shit right here, this tense shit. There, now he relaxes. Ooh, wow. He just made him duck so bad that Campbell fell on the floor. He swung and Loma ducked out the way, and his own momentum threw him on the floor. That's what Chris Bird used to do to dudes. Remember that? Chris Bird was slick, man.
Yeah, Chris Bird was a very underrated heavyweight.
I know. Picture how good he would have been at light heavy. I mean, he would have had to fight Roy, which would have been a huge problem, but he would have been very skilled at cruiser. Could have been one of the greatest cruiserweights we've seen.
Definitely.
Oh, so could have my
Yep.
man Jeremy Williams, but he, the way that went. Remember Jeremy Williams, the heavyweight?
No, who's that?
Oh, you don't remember light skinned kid who got knocked? Sam Peter knocked him out. It's like a lot of views. It's a light skinned black dude who Sam Peter knocked out.
I remember Samuel Peter, but
You don't remember Jeremy Williams, huh?
mm-mm.
Wow. Okay. Heavyweight. He was my boy. He's like me and him came up together in Catskill. He's one of the greatest amateur fighters of all time.
Okay.
He was one of the hardest punchers. He is the fastest knockout or second fastest knockout in pro boxing history, 8 seconds. He fought at heavyweight his whole career. He blew up. He was an amateur at light heavy. He fought a few people. He knocked out Burt Cooper. He lost to Henry Akawante. He lost to Sam Peter. Larry Donnell. He fought. Yeah, whatever.
So
Ooh,
this is
Cambo.
like early 2000s, like
90s, my man.
90s. Okay.
90s. He fought into the early 2000s, but 90s, yeah. I met him in 92 when I was in Catskill. He had just turned pro. I was still an amateur. And we were both under living in Kevin Rooney's house, being trained by Kevin. You know Kevin trained me, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I lived in his house in Catskill, New York. I went up there for 92, 93. I was living in his crib. Vinny Paz, Jeremy Williams, Hassim Rahman was up there. That's my man. 50 grand for years. Guy named Terry Ray. He was a pretty accomplished cruiserweight. Yeah, man, we all lived in Kevin's house. It was a stable of fighters living in the house. Like
Mm.
it was a big ass house in Catskill. We would all go train, go to just there was like this friars club they called it. It was like a steam room, a sauna where we would do all that shit. I was only 15 and 16, so I was the youngest one by far back then. Jeremy was 19. I mean, but yeah,
That's a hell of an
Hus-
education.
that shit was crazy. Hassim was also 19. Yeah, man, and we would spar no headgear. I'd be going in there with pros. I'm 15. No headgear. That's the way you
Mm.
get. That's where we got down.
That's what I'm
Wild.
saying.
And
Last of an era.
I guess so. Yeah, I think back now, I'm like that was just unsafe, but whatever.
Yo, so you never, cause you never crossed paths with Pete. I think Pete's too young, right? Dobson.
Never heard of him. Who's that?
Yeah, see, he's a welterweight out of New York. He fought Conor Ben.
No, yeah, I don't know him. Well, when I
Okay,
came back, I went to college. I fought on the University of Arizona. I was on the boxing team there. They recruited me, and then when I finished college, graduated college, I came back and I was fighting at a Church Street boxing gym, which is in down in the financial district. And I was there for most of my pro career, which didn't last very long. But
no,
actually, it
that's real.
lasted kind of long. I just didn't have that many fights, but I was, sparring and preparing. And I almost had a couple fights that fell through. But I was very touch and go with it, on and off with boxing.
But that's really a real career. Like what we see on television isn't, because I mean, listen, it's different if people saw or you wanted, or they just wanted to make you, just for argument's sake, if they wanted to make you the Bulgarian bomber, they would have been buying you fights. You know how it goes. They would have been buying you
Yeah,
fights and propping
yeah.
you up. You'd have been 17-0 with 16
I
knockouts.
had a mob guy. I used to teach classes at the New York Health and Racquet Club. I was teaching boxing class right out of college. It was my first job because I wanted to do something with boxing. So I was teaching like boxing classes. By the way, back then, man, it was like it would be these classes and it would be like 90% women. I was single then. I was like, I am never quitting this job. This shit was so dope. But um, he came up to me, he'd know me. He's like, yo, and he basically was like, I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna pay for your, we're gonna build you up, or you're gonna be champion. I've seen you fight, you blah blah blah. He like, he knew my background, he saw me. And it never ended up coming to fruition. But he seemed down to do it, and I don't know if he was full of shit or not. But I know he had money, and I know he was like a mob guy. I just didn't know the extent. Some people pretend, put on a front.
Yeah,
Who knows what
yeah.
was really happening? But yeah, so it almost happened is my point. But I was too. The truth is, I don't think I would have done it. I would have said yes, but then I would always take breaks from boxing. I couldn't see myself just buckling down and doing it for years on end. Like I would always have to take a break, like 6 months, a year off. I just never could stay doing it that consistently. Shit is emotionally and physically draining. Damn, Kambosos' face is like hamburger meat.
Emotionally and physically drained, Kambosos faces.
It sure is. That's a fact. That's a fact. What we got in here.
But do you think, I know this is a bit, do you think Kambosos retires after this? Like, what else is left for him?
Nah, he's 30.
Yeah, but he could
Who's
ride
gonna want
off
to
into the
fight him?
sunset.
Yeah, but Sunset, he's getting his ass whooped. Here's the thing. He lost to one of the greatest fighters maybe ever. This guy's going to be in the top whatever. I'm pretty sure, unless he has a really bad end of his career. Kambosos is going to be a legend. So losing to him isn't. There's no real shame in that. It doesn't really degrade your standing that much. No.
Well, this is the thing. Some people take retirement as a negative. This is what I'm saying. Look at the career he's had, going from a sparring partner. Look at the career you talked about you had, right?
Right.
It's not much difference between you and Kambosos, except being, a steady or consistent sparring
Well,
partner for some. You get what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is he kind of got on being around Pacquiao, right?
True.
Okay, so at some point that can either pop for you or it doesn't. It worked out for him because he became an opponent for Tio, right?
True.
That's okay, cool. He won. So
Right.
he got paid off of that. No rematch clause. Got paid twice to fight Devin.
Sure did.
Like, come on, you go from a sparring partner
Yeah.
to those 3 fights, and then Maxie Hughes robbery. I'm sure he got paid pretty good. Then you're fighting Loma.
Yeah, I mean, I think also Kambosos might also just be in the wrong era because there's a lot of 1 in a million fighters right now, possibly. Loma, Tio, even all these guys. Yeah, if he would have been in a less like deep era, maybe
Oh,
he would have.
absolutely. Because look at who look at who we're saying. Look who he's lost to. Not who we're saying. Look who he's lost to, and look at who he's beat.
Mm-hmm.
He can say, "I beat Teofimo Lopez." If y'all
Mm-hmm.
call him the two-time undisputed, I beat him. Whatever, right?
Dropped him too. Yeah.
Because the mark, and I don't know if it was you or someone else mentioned, when you go to the Hall of Fame, you got to wait the 5 years to see how the careers of the other guys you beat turn out. You can't just go into the Hall of Fame and like, because so if the lack of opposition and those guys don't turn out to be shit, then they could look
Mm-hmm.
at it and say, all right, you may have just been a very good fighter, but your era was not competitive enough.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Kambosos is like, yo, I beat Teofimo Lopez. Clearly, Teofimo's career is going on. He's gonna, go be a world champion, for however long he can do whatever he's doing. Loma is about to become a champion by beating, Kambosos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Devin Haney,
Yep.
win
Yeah.
or lose. He could
Yep.
say, I lost to Devin Haney, but Devin lost to Ryan Garcia, and then. Shit,
Right.
hell. He could say, yeah, I want to fight Devin Haney again. I'm moving up to 140 to fight Devin Haney just to talk
Yep.
shit. Like, I don't know. But I would say for me, that's success. The wins and the losses, he could ride off in the sunset. And when his face heals up, he could smile. Be like, fuck that shit.
Yo, he is just gushing blood, man. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's a
he's
headbutt or what, but he is fucked up.
I think it's just the
Ass whooping.
yeah, just punches, punches, punches. You know what I'm saying? After a while.
I'll tell you one thing. I think Loma is a stylistic nightmare for Shakur. Might be the
Yeah.
only one to give Shakur a real problem. I'm not saying like just stylistically. Tank could give Shakur a problem because he could walk into something, but stylistically, I feel like everything Shakur does well or excellent, Loma might be just a little bit better in those areas. Like Loma's footwork, I think, is better. I think his hand speed's better. Defense, no. But he's one of those things where like his offense is his defense. He's like hopping all over the place. Like, what do you know?
Speaking of which, offense being defense, one of my favorite offensive fighters, and I say that he's one of my favorite fighters, period. But I say offensive fighters because his offense was his defense, and I'm talking about Chad Dawson.
Mm,
Chad Dawson was one of the smoothest, slickest, sweetest southpaw punchers. He never
yeah.
threw less than a three-punch combination, usually between 4, sometimes 6 punches. And his
Connecticut.
defense, you know what I'm saying, was very, very average, but his volume punching and because there were combinations and he's throwing uppercuts because he's varying, because like I said, 3-punch combination, 4-punch combination, 5, 6-punch
Mm-hmm.
combinations, he's mixing uppercuts and hooks. That's
Yep.
probably my favorite. He has been my favorite fighter to watch.
Bad
Like,
Chad. Ooh, lead
yeah, that
left.
was my guy.
Bad Chad. Yeah, I interviewed him a few years ago. Cool dude too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like his excuse for the Charlie Ward. God, Nick's on my head.
Andre
Ooh,
Ward.
Kambosos landed a straight left. The Andre Ward fight he was just drained,
Yeah, which
and I
is
believe it because he
true.
looked like shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Andre Ward. I don't know. He kind of bored me. I think because he didn't have anything besides his will, determination, nothing else. He didn't have anything that was 1 in a million level skill. Speed, power was good, not you know what I'm saying, but his will and determination and his IQ, he was able to squeeze every drop out of all of his physical abilities. Didn't waste. There was no waste. He was like making a meal and didn't throw anything out. He used every part of the ingredients.
Well, his defense too, because he was a parrying and catch counter kind of guy.
Yeah, there's that one famous one where he with the same hand, right?
No,
Well,
but because no, also too because remember he is not a traditional conventional fighter. He's actually a southpaw that turned himself conventional. So when he's jabbing with his left, that's really his more comfortable hand. So he would parry a lot. He was a parrying
Mm,
machine, not just for that one combination. He just did it on average. Now he would also kind of shoulder shield. I wouldn't call it a roll per se, kind of like shoulder shield, but he would parry a lot of other fighters' punches because I think he was just comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Having
right,
been a converted fighter in that way. That and to me made it impressive. And I say that because he would do that in close distance. He wasn't like a keep a fighter at the end of his punch kind of guy. He was
right,
in the pocket
right.
being a defensive fighter and ready to counter. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
And
you.
that's to
Yeah,
me was a little bit sweeter than, it's a rugged style and it's not very entertaining, but if you can watch it, if you can see it,
yeah. Speaking of, I just found out that when I was at the Haney, got press credentials. I was at the Haney Garcia fight, and I found out that Oscar De La Hoya is a natural southpaw. Do you know that? He writes, does everything with his left hand, but he fights conventional.
which is what
I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I knew that because not for nothing, when I used to play Fight Night, the video game, I knew
Hmm.
that's why his left hooks were so powerful.
That's so funny you just said that. I was sitting next to, you know who Blue Blood is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I was sitting with Blue Blood, and then me and Blue Blood saw that together, and then Blue Blood actually was like, called it out. I was like, "Yo, Oscar, I just saw it," because Oscar was signing some memorabilia on the stage with his left, and Blue Blood's like, "Yo, he just signed with his left." I'm like, "Oh shit, he did." So Blue's like, "Yo, Oscar, I just saw you sign with your left, but you fought right." "Yeah." He goes, "That's why my left hooks were so strong." And he kind of smiled. Oscar said just what you just said,
Come
literally
on,
word for
man.
word. That's
Come on.
funny.
Of course, I'm the warden of women's boxing, but I know boxing pretty good, ladies and gentlemen.
You sure do. Winky Wright had a great Winky. Winky's. I
Yes, he
just interviewed
did.
Winky. Those of you who want to see Winky's reaction to Ryan Garcia drug stuff, Haney fight, go to my YouTube and look at the interview.
Winky Wright is a forgotten Hall of Famer,
That's my man.
forgotten unsung.
Cool dude
Winky
too,
Wright
by the
was,
way.
oh my God.
Cool dude too.
Ronald
Cool
Winky Wright, by the way. A lot of people don't know the brother's
Ronald.
first
Yep.
name. Don't mean to put him
I
out
remember
there.
I asked him, like, does anybody call you? I go, does anybody call you Ronald? He goes, not anybody I like. Because I didn't know if his friends or his mom or whatever. Nobody calls him Ronald, apparently.
Unless you're writing it on a check.
Right. Right.
Unless he changed his name to Winky, right? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, call
Exactly.
me Winky. Like Chad Ocho. Ocho Cinco did years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Kambosos is going to have to change his name to Mud because he is done out here.
Yeah, he's not looking good. He is not looking good. This is a foregone conclusion.
Find somebody that gave Kambosos 3 rounds and
Yeah, I gave him maybe one, two, maybe tops.
yeah,
So
I
I
gave
guess
him one.
you gave him one. Yeah, it looks like my UD prediction. It wasn't really boring, but there's something about a fight where nobody's going to get knocked out or even wobbled that puts me a little in cruise control. Like now, you knew from round 3 or 4 that nobody's going to get wobbled or knocked out. And Loma's not even going to do what he used to do when he was lighter, which is stop dudes, because I think he's just too small at this point. You know, I don't
Well,
know.
Loma and Shakur is the fight to make. I think that's how Bob Arum is going to try to entice Shakur with a long term contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'll give you the Loma fight, and I'll give you a rematch clause. I'm gonna give you a 4-fight deal.
Right.
It's the Loma fight with the rematch clause. That's 2 fights right there. And then, assuming you beat Loma, um, I'll give you who else they got at 35. I don't know, but
I'm
it's
not
not
sure.
enough. It's not enough room for Shakur, and that's why they keep trying to push for Keyshawn to holla at Tiafimo and move up because Top Rank is realizing you can't feed both these guys at 135 without feeding them to each other eventually. And if that ain't the plan, then you got to do something else. So
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. King of Mean. All right. What do we got left? 30 seconds in this round. Then the last round is next. Ooh. Dropped him, ladies and gentlemen. Loma has just dropped Kambosos with what? A body shot. Loma dropped Kambosos with a butt, and Kambosos is fucked. All right, here we go. Let's see if he can finish him. Uh-oh. Loma dropped him again. This fight has been stopped.
Yep.
The towel has been thrown in, and Loma has stopped George Kambosos with a fucking body shot.
And you don't think Kambosos is going to retire? Respectfully.
God damn. And
It's the
11th
it'd be the honorable
round
thing to do,
knockout
man.
with like 20 seconds. Boxing, we know, we're watching it. I literally just said it. He goes, Loma won. Like, didn't I just scream that? I'm just playing. They stopped it. Thank you, Clarissa. I literally just said that. But thank you. Look, everybody's saying Loma won. I guess you guys aren't listening to me. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. That was dope. That was, you know what? I was just, see, this is where I just made myself look stupid. What was I just saying to you? Whoa, Loma's going to get knocked out. It's kind of boring. And then the fight gets stopped. I was literally just saying that.
Loma heard you.
It's a Ukrainian connection.
There you go.
Kambosos isn't done, guys. Let's not jump the, like, just because he lost to one of the greatest fighters of this generation doesn't mean he's done for good. Here we go. Let's see the replay. He hits him with a jab.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, what's happening here? It says a jab again. So that's 2 jabs. And then, oh, it was not a body shot. It was not a body shot. He hit him with a hard straight left hand. Hard. He was leaned down, so it looked like a body shot. Wow. Hit him with a hard straight right. Hard straight right, which makes sense because when he jumped on him after the round, after he got up, the dude was on wobbly legs. Oh. No, he did hit him with a body shot. Wait, what? He dropped him twice?
Yeah.
Wait a second. When I missed the first knockdown. When was the first knockdown? Oh, that was the last one. So they just replayed the final knockdown first. Is that what they did?
Yeah, because Kambosos kind of took a knee.
Yeah. Okay, I saw that. Oh no, this is. Oh, when Kambosos took, what the fuck? I missed that first knockdown. When did that happen? When he hit him with the straight left. When did he drop him the first time? When was that?
That was the hook. That was like kind of like the hook to the body.
No, they just showed a straight left that dropped him. Then they showed him go down by a body shot. Then they showed him go down again at the end when the fight ended. They just showed 3 knockdowns. What am I missing?
No, I only saw 2.
They just showed 2. They just showed 3. They showed a straight left that dropped him. Then they showed the body shot that dropped him. Then they showed the after the body shot he got up and the towel was thrown in. Guys watching, what am I? Oh, the ref missed one. The ref maybe missed the first one, they said. Yeah, maybe the ref didn't call it. But that was a knockdown.
Yeah, the one when he got up and he rubbed his gloves off. Is that what you're talking about?
That was an actual knockdown. They just showed the punch it landed.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
One was a slip.
But it wasn't ruled a knockdown. That's what
that was.
It was.
Yeah, that wasn't a
Thank
slip.
you, Lewis.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
was
it. 2 knockdowns, but 3 actually. Damn. God damn. Marco, I think I see him hitting in the face and he was down. Damn. That was dope. Okay, well, that got exciting real quick. Fucking Loma, man. Loma Shakur needs to handle business. By the way, you're going to be at that fight in Jersey? I'm going to be there.
Of course.
We'll link up. I'm going to definitely be there. I'm going to try and get press credentials. I don't want to pay for that shit, and I want to be able to have access to all the. But they denied me for the Tyson versus Jake Paul press conference here. I don't know why, because the same company who runs all that approved me for Hayden Garcia. It's the same media company who hands out the credentials, but they denied me for that one for some reason. Kind of pissed me off because that's going to be a huge one. I'm going to go in there.
That's probably why they probably had a limited amount, or they.
No, I get it. I'm not on the level like Blue Blood and Ness and all those guys, so I get it. but still annoying. But the Jersey one, I'm hoping I'll get hooked up to.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go out to join at Madison Square. What's my man?
Yeah,
Xander Zayas.
Zergo.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I applied for press. Do you apply for press credentials, or you don't do that? You just go.
Nah, I buy a ticket and go.
Yeah, I used to do that too, but now it's like, well, first of all, you don't have to pay for the ticket, but that's not even because you get better seats when you pay, obviously. But it's more about I like having access to like the press conferences and like the face-offs and all that stuff. Even though I'm not really a reporter, like I'm not like that's not my thing to go in there and be recording something that literally 50 other dudes are recording. But it's still kind of you make connections and that kind of thing. So I like being there.
Yeah, I can't really keep it. My lifestyle's a little too busy. I can't. I can go to the fight. I can't go to the press conference. They have to pay me. I got to get paid.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
with
get
you. Yeah,
paid.
luckily, I have my own business, so I can make I could do that kind of shit. Luckily, I
Nah.
make my own hours.
But I can do this, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tune into the championship rounds right here on YouTube. Go ahead. You're already here. Go ahead and check out what I got going over there. Women's boxing is what it is. I usually talk general boxing on the Boxing Voice and wherever else you can find me. But women's boxing is my wheelhouse, so get in tune. King Amin of Essex 1 on Instagram, King Amin of Essex 1 on Twitter. And again, the championship rounds. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
almost
about to
1:30 in
bounce
the
too.
morning.
I'm about to bounce too. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bounce with you. So everybody, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll talk about all this, or maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, but maybe Monday. All right. Good talking to you, man.
All
Appreciate you
right,
joining
brother.
me. I mean, all right.
Salute.
Peace.